There is no game without rules, and there is no English Football League without rules. With the new Premier League season around the corner, what felt like an endless wait has finally come to an end, and we finally get to see our favorite English teams compete for the most coveted prize yet again. Not interested? You think it's just business? Well, wait, there is good news. This time it is not business as usual. This Premier League season will be a little different from the previous ones. What could that be? Well, there have been some rule changes. Today, we check out some of those changes. Before that, if you are new to our channel, hi there! We bring to you cool videos about our favorite game, football. Click on the bell icon, which is next to subscribe. What? You haven't subscribed yet? Well, now is the chance to do both. Without further delay, let's get straight into the new game-changing rules. Here are 5 new Premier League rules that will be implemented for the first time this season. On number 1, we have 5 subs for the first time ever. The Premier League refused to upgrade the number of substitutions allowed in a single game last season, even though virtually every other leagues and competitions did. Even the FA Cup and EFL Cup competitions in England did, but the English clubs voted against it for the Premier League. Anyway, they have finally come around, and from this season, we will see teams be able to make a maximum of 5 changes in a single game, as opposed to the previous maximum of 3 they were allowed to make in previous seasons. In fact, it has already started being implemented, as we saw in the Community Shield game between Manchester City and Liverpool. On number 2 we have goalkeeper's position for penalty. Prior to this season, the goalkeeper was required to have at least 1 foot on the goal line at the time that the penalty was dispatched. Now, the rule has been adjusted so that goalkeepers can now have their feet behind the line when the penalty is played. So now, the rule is, when the penalty is kicked, the goalkeeper must have at least a part of one of his feet on or behind the goal line. Now, the keepers can choose to stand behind the line to gather enough momentum to make a good dive towards the ball. Game changer, right? On number 3 we have more match balls. This could be an advantage as well as a disadvantage. From this season, there will be now 10 balls in and around the pitch during a Premier League game. This is to ensure that delays that occur when the ball goes out of play are cut down. There will be 1 ball with the 4th official, 2 balls behind each goal line, 2 along either side of the touchline, and obviously 1 ball on the field of play. The ball boys will be instructed to throw a new ball into the pitch immediately once one goes out of play. And the speed should be the same for both teams too, so no one side has an unfair advantage over the other. It would be interesting to see if the ball boys still abide by this when the home team has a lead or a point to protect and is trying to waste time towards the end of the game. On number 4 we have new offside rule. Here's what the new FIFA and IFAB offside rule is, basically trying to effect: a player who is clearly in an offside position should not become onside on all occasions when an opponent moves and touches the ball. So basically, an attacker who was in an offside position can't just become onside because the ball touched an opposing defender on its way to him. Now, the defender would have to be deemed to have control of the ball with the possibility of passing to a teammate. So for example, that Mbappe goal that won France the Nations League won't have stood under these new rules. In fact, it was that every goal that took FIFA and IFAB back to the drawing board to fix the bug. It is because of this fix that Benzema's goal in the Champions League final against Liverpool this year was disallowed. And finally, on number 5 we have what happens when players go berserk. Remember what Eric Cantona did to that fan in that game against Crystal Palace back in '95? Oh, you weren't even born then, were you? Well, here's what he did. After he was sent off and while he was walking off the pitch, he suddenly turned around to give a fan in the stands a flying kick. Now, the rule is not whether his card would have been doubled or not, it's just, how do you restart the game after something like that? That wasn't a foul against an opponent, so how is the game restarted? Well, the new rule states that if a player leaves the pitch to assault an outside agent, the referee must restart the match with an indirect free kick to the opposing team. This is the first time that a rule catering to a situation like that has been created. So in some way, this is a pioneer season. We don't hope for something as chaotic or as violent as that this season, but it is just a little comforting to know that if it happens, the referee knows exactly what to do next. Anyway, what new rule are you most excited for this new season, and which do you think will cause the biggest changes in the Premier League? Share your thoughts with us in the comments. Who do you think will benefit the most and win the Premier League? Anyways, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, do leave us a like, share this video, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Until next time, bye!